And Wim, like, so people that don't know your background, you kind of stumbled into this process by being fascinated with the cold. Is that right? I mean, many, many years ago when you were a younger man, you started putting yourself in cold water and you kind of developed this whole methodology through your own experimentation. Is that right?
Yes, 43 years ago, I began my cold dips. It was a day, and I just felt attracted. Nobody told me. I never had read anything about it. I went into the cold. I just felt the attraction. I went into it, and there, without words, but if I explain the sensation, the feeling, it was a sensation of power. It was a sensation of I'm in control. It was a sensation of connection. A sensation, this is it. That sensation was with me. Only 1 minute into the ice water. I went out, I felt a rush for the rest of the day. And the other day I came back, I did it again, and I felt again great. And since then, I began to do it every day, every winter, for 43 years long. And very soon after my first immersions into cold water, I became aware that my breathing automatically or naturally began to deepen. What do you do when you go into cold water? That's what you do. So I learned to cultivate the deep breathing because naturally the deep breathing starts to be deep, to change the chemistry inside, to oppose to the stress of the cold water coming on the body. That's what life force is all about. You got to bring in life force, life force, life force. Then the adrenaline is going to work, the right hormones are going to work, the physiology is changing, and it's able to resist the impact of the cold stressor, which is stress. But bacteria is stress too. Virus is stress too. But what we do in our comfort zone behavior, always go for the no stress situation. So we never exercise, and when then disease comes in, bacteria comes in, or virus comes in, we have no defense system activated. So through going into the cold, taking the cold shower, you learn how to activate the stress mechanisms in the body, and with that immune system, which is part of the defense system of our body. There is the logic. So that began 43 years ago. And I remained doing it, always secretive, because everybody was thinking I was crazy. Going into freezing water, that man is crazy. Yeah, stay away from him, he's no good, and all that, you know. Where I learned to do things secretively on my own for 25 years. And then I came in contact with the newspaper, and from there, television. Television came in, and then Guinness World Records came, World Records, and I began to do all kinds of records. And you can say I'm crazy, but television is really crazy because they made me do this. They made me climb Mount Everest in my shorts. They made me swim 50, 60, 70 meters under the ice. They made me go in shorts into the desert without drinking, running marathons, or beyond the polar circle, or hang by one finger in midwinter, in 1.5 kilometers up in the air between two hot air balloons. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. But that caught the attention of the scientists. And they began to say, what this man is doing is actually not humanly, physiologically possible. But he's doing it. Let's investigate on him. And that's what they did. They began to investigate on me, and they saw I was able to resist bacteria on the immune system. And that's what is so beneficial, not only now, but for human mankind anytime. I know how simple techniques are able to spike up the immune system the way nature meant it to be, to become much stronger than we are right now. Fear there is only because we lost connection with our own inner power to rule over the immune system. We don't have it. And we are dependent on doctors, and they have no answer. I tell you, nature has the answer. You, yourself, your inner nature has the answer. But you got to spike it up. You got to go for deep breathing. That's all you got to do. And take the damn cold shower, because it is the natural elements. We are mammals. We got a physiology that is able to endure the elements of nature. What we did is destimulate ourselves, wearing clothes all the time, and thus there is no exercise anymore, no stimulation on the biggest organ of our body, which is our skin. And it doesn't work anymore. There is no interaction. And when then the bacteria is coming, we lose the war. We lose the war. We can have weapons. We can kill countries and big weapons and nuclear arms and be so powerful. But we can't see this enemy.